There's never a shortage of news in Northwest Arkansas, but the latest big headlines are really intriguing. I caught up with Paul Gatling, editor of the Northwest Arkansas Business Journal, to learn more. Joining me now, Paul Gatling. He is the editor of the Northwest Arkansas Business Journal. Always good to catch up with him. Paul, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, Roby. And yourself?
I'm doing very well as well. Going to be doing better once that AQ Chicken House gets reopened up in Springdale up there. What's the history of AQ Chicken for people who must have been hiding under a rock and don't know? And what's the story that you were able to put out in this latest edition of the Northwest Arkansas Business Journal?
Yeah, and that story has generated a lot of responses similar to yours. People very excited about the AQ Chicken House that was a Springdale staple dating back to the mid-1940s. It was open for 76 years. Presidents ate there. The country group Alabama ate there. I mean, just entertainers and politicians flocked there to eat over the coals chicken and all sorts of things. Well, it closed earlier this year in March. And in a plot twist of sorts, a local investment group with long ties to Springdale, Tom and Robin Lundstrom, and their daughter and son-in-law, Gracie and Jacob Lively, bought the rights to the restaurant. And that includes the rights for the branding, the marketing, the recipes, all the IP that are anything that's associated in a business sense with AQ Chicken House. And they are planning to rebuild a new restaurant. The old restaurant has been bulldozed and is being developed into a car wash. They're going to build a new restaurant building out by the interstate in Springdale, by the Elm Springs Road exit. Planning to open the AQ Chicken House, reimagined to a certain degree, but the plans are to have that open in 2025. And that's been big news in this corner of the state and maybe even the rest of the state as well. It's just such a popular restaurant that's going to be coming back. And Tom Lundstrom, he's been involved in many entrepreneurial endeavors in Springdale for many years. He was born and raised here, and he rescued an old movie theater on downtown Springdale on Emma Avenue, and it's now an event venue called the Apollo on Emma. And it's kind of going for the same thing here. Things with strong Springdale ties. He didn't want to see it die, and so he's going to revive the restaurant.
All right. Maybe we'll have a contest to figure out what AQ stands for. That might drive some traffic too, right there. So, all right. Walmart heiress, philanthropist Alice Walton, another icon of Northwest Arkansas. She is also an avid art collector. She gives away $40 million this week to a variety of museums across the United States to open up access to art. What's the philosophy behind this generosity?
Right. Well, her philosophy is, and you mentioned art collector. She is an art champion. And if there's any way that she can improve access to the arts for people who may not have been exposed to the arts through their lives, through their upbringing, through their opportunities, she's going to do that. So, yeah, about, I think, 64, maybe some odd museums throughout the country are going to receive grants ranging from $50,000 to $2 million to go to their marketing, go to their programming, go to maybe extended free hours, anything that will address barriers that will increase, eliminating barriers that will increase the access to the arts. And it kind of plays into another one of her endeavors, and that's health and mental health and whole health. And I think she said in an interview this week when announcing this initiative called Access for All, that the pandemic is really still kind of lingering in terms of museums were shut down and not a lot of attendance to the museums, and so she's still addressing that and donating this money in hopes of improving attendance and improving access and improving mental health.
Well, Alice Walton, if you're watching this interview, we would like to open a Northwest Arkansas Business Journal museum, and we'll feature all of our previous covers in for people to come tour and have a little bit of a mental health break as well. So just $1 million. That's all we'd probably need to get that.
We want on the list. That's right.
All right. Another incredibly interesting development in Northwest Arkansas. This was announced a while back, but it is open now. It's called WOKA, WOKA, stands for the Waters of Oklahoma and Arkansas. This is a whitewater park, which I've never heard of before, although they may exist. What is this, and what do you think the benefit's going to be to the region?
Well, it's an added tourism destination, and as you know, tourism has taken on a increased awareness and increased meaning as a means for economic development in Arkansas. It's just across the border in Watts, Oklahoma, about 7 miles southwest of Siloam Springs, and it is a man-made kayak park, recreational paddle sports, kayaks. There are 8 what they call drop zones, which is where the whitewater floods over the drop zones of varying levels of difficulty. And it's for beginners to experience paddle boards, to kayakers, going to be open year round, weather permitting, when it's, deemed too dangerous to go out on this man-made kayak park. The park will be closed, but that's also a Walton-backed endeavor as well. The Walton Family Foundation donated pretty much all of the money, I think about $36 million to develop this. They've been building it for the past 3 years. And it's just another tourism destination for the people of Northwest Arkansas and Oklahoma and surrounding areas. And it's already, somewhat paying dividends. A recreational kayak manufacturer from Washington State, Eddy Line Kayaks, is the name of the company. They're moving their business address to Siloam Springs, and which includes some office space downtown and some warehouse space also in Siloam Springs. They see it as a great draw, and they're Northwest Arkansas, a great place to do business. So already paying dividends, and I've been out there myself. It's a neat place. I haven't got in the kayak yet, but it's a neat place to go to.
You make sure you wear a helmet when you're out there, all right?
Regulations, headgear and the flotation device and shoes, but no sandals. Have to have all that stuff on.
All right. Always good to catch up, and lots of interesting and exciting things happen in Northwest Arkansas. We're out of time. We talk about that soccer team and a new stadium coming as well. But you can read all of that at Northwest Arkansas Business Journal and talkbusiness.net. So thank you so much, Paul. Appreciate you.